Welcome to It's Tomorrow News. I am Hena Talati. Let us have a glance at the headlines first. Hurricane winds, fierce storms leave 8 dead in France and Italy. 3 houses damaged in landslide, 25 rendered homeless in Shimla, India. Odisha reels under the heavy flooding and landslides. Hurricane winds, fierce storms leave 8 dead in France, Italy. Violent thunderstorms and hurricane force winds left at least 8 dead Thursday in France and Italy, uprooting trees in the Tuscany and on the French island of Corsica and ripping away the brick shards from the St. Mark's famed bell tower in Venice. Over 100 boats in the Mediterranean Sea called for the emergency help, authorities said. The storm produced gusts of more than 220 km per hour in some areas, and the National Weather Agency Meteo France said. About 45,000 households were without power on Corsica, where 6 people were killed. Dozens of the people were injured and 12 were hospitalized in Corsica, one of the critical conditions, and authorities said. The Italian regions of the Tuscany and Veneto both declared a state of emergency as the violent storms in the north contrasted with the temperatures up to 43 degrees Celsius in the southern Italy. Storms in recent days have slammed Western European countries after the summer of the extreme weather, while neighbors in the Central and Eastern Europe are still suffering exceptional heat waves and drought. 2 people were killed in the separate incidents in the Tuscany, where trees were ripped up by storms Thursday, one near the city of Lucca and another near Carrara. Another 4 people were injured by falling trees at the campground near the Carrara. In Venice, high winds detached pieces of the brick from the St. Mark's bell tower, which stands in the front of the famed cathedral. Tourists were evacuated from the structure, which was cordoned off. The storm upended the chairs and tables in the St. Mark's Square and elsewhere and swept away the beach chairs on the nearby Lido. In northern Italy, an overnight storm forced the closures of the train lines southeast of Genoa after high winds carried beach structures onto the track, damaging the electrical circuitry. Hail the size of the walnuts pummeled Italy's Liguria region with enough force to break the windows of the homes and damage orchards and gardens. While northern Italy has suffered its worst drought in decades, this year heavy rains in the recent days that brought scattered hailstorms. Whirlwinds and flooding have damaged or destroyed entire crops of the fruits and vegetables along with the vineyards and the olive orchards, according to the Italian agricultural lobby Coldiretti. Thunderstorms Wednesday flooded Paris subway stations and old port of Marseille, and winds over 100 km per hour were recorded at the top of the Eiffel Tower during the flash flood on Tuesday. 3 houses damaged in landslide, 25 rendered homeless at Shimla, India. As many as 25 persons were rendered homeless after 3 houses were badly damaged in the massive landslide at the Thanko village in the Tikkar Panchayat of Thiog subdivision of Shimla district this morning. The threat of the rocks falling on some other houses still looms large. SDM of the Thiog district said that 2 families had already vacated their houses and 6 members of another family had been shifted and provided relief. He added that the road being constructed above these houses sank due to the continuous rain. 3 vehicles were damaged in the landslide triggered by the intermittent rain near the Forest Department office at Toland in the heart of the city, and the cart road was blocked during the morning hours, causing inconvenience to the school-going students. A tree was uprooted after the road sank. However, the road was restored to traffic this morning, but the students reached school late as they had to take the alternate routes via Khalini Kanglong, Bomle Road and Chota Shimla Oak over Lift Road due to the landslide. Shimla city received 58 millimeters of the rainfall since last night. A total of 205 deaths have been reported during the current monsoon season. Besides, 386 persons have been injured, while 7 persons are still missing. As many as 102 persons have died in 166 incidents of the flash floods, landslide, tree and rockfall cloudburst, drowning, and other rain-related mishaps during the current monsoon season since June 29, while 103 persons have died in 35 road accidents. The state has suffered rupees 1,014 crore losses. As many as 95 houses has been completely damaged, while 335 houses have been partly damaged, besides 99 other properties including shops. Odisha reels under the heavy flooding and landslides. The Odisha government on August 18th declared 15 days of relief from the flood-affected population in 5 districts. The declaration was made after Chief Minister made an aerial survey of the Kendrapara, Jagatsipur, Puri and Khorda district. Meanwhile, the state government has alerted all district collectors about the heavy rain to be caused by the low pressure area that has formed over the northeast of the Bay of Bengal. The low pressure area is likely to move northwestward and become well marked during the next 6 hours. Continuing to move northwestwards, it is likely to concentrate into the depression by Friday morning over the North Bay of Bengal and adjoining West Bengal and Bangladesh coast. At least 2 persons have been killed in landslide in the Odisha's Koratput district, the police said on Thursday. 2 persons were injured and it was suspected that the incident had happened when both were taking shelter inside a cave adjacent to Malidapur village as there was heavy rainfall in the area. That's all for now. For more news updates, stay tuned with us. It's Tomorrow News. For more global weather updates like this, subscribe our channel and hit the bell icon for regular updates.